Guys, thank you very much for joining us on BTM Africa. And if you've not subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you go ahead and do subscribe. In 2018, we promised to bring you a lot of interviews, go deeper into the lives of some of our celebrities and people we see on our screens. Most often, we only see the positive sides, the sides they want to show us. But this time, we want to get into their lives and find out what they do when they are not on radio or when they are not on TV. My guest today is somebody I've known for quite a number of years now. Well, for many people, maybe there's something going on between us, but hey, she happens to be a very good friend of mine. She's worked with Capital Radio, she's worked with KFM, she's worked with EIB affiliates at Star FM, and of course GH1 TV. What is the next move? What is she up to? Her name is Abena Owusu Nyamekye, and she is my guest on BTM Afrika. Alright, so I did the introduction, and now you know who my guest is today on BTM Afrika, Abena Owusu Nyamekye. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How many years has it been now?
Since 6.
No, like since I knew
5.
you. You know the kind of Since I knew, you know in the Bible when they say, and Adam knew this person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So how many years has it been?
Now you have to clarify.
No, I just want to find out, like, how many years. I've known you for a number of years. I mean, our days at Capital Radio, and then you moved in from there to KFM, straight to Accra, and then it's been progress. Tell us, who is Abena Owusu Nyamekye? How did that journey start for you?
Well, it's okay. So it's just the usual. After school, you want to get a job and all that.
Okay.
So I went to IBM in Kumasi, and then afterwards I did my national service. So
where did he have the national service?
There was a community in Ejira, Dumasi, Jobon.
Okay.
I went to teach.
Oh, so you've been a teacher before?
Yes, I've been a teacher before.
How was the experience?
It was amazing.
You're beating the students, I guess.
Oh yes, because when I went at first, I didn't want to, but then one way or the other, they convinced me that if I beat them, then they'll fear me.
They'll be serious. Okay.
So so it was amazing. And then afterwards, I returned to Kumasi, and I was working as an administrator at a school in Edum.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was when my friend Joseph Opokugapo.
Okay, with multimedia.
Yes, we had done internship at Ecstasy together. Yeah, so we knew each other, and he was like, "Oh, I'm at Capital. I think you should come." So then I went to Capital, and yeah, that was basically it.
So that's how you got into Capital.
Yeah, that was how I got into Capital.
So it means you always had the interest of getting into radio or being a broadcaster.
I from the internship days and all that, when I finished national service and I returned, I wasn't sure I wanted to do it. Yeah, I wasn't sure it's something I wanted to pursue. But I said, hey, okay, so let's see what happens. So we went, I came to Capital and I had to speak to the general manager, and then he said, okay, because he was at that time, and then he said, okay, let's see. So there was this Saturday that there was a congress by Nana Konido Ajiman Rawlings' party in at the sports stadium. Yeah. And then Joseph called me that they would need a report on the news at midday, so I should go there and then report. So I did that. And Monday, because he called me again and said, "Oh, I think you're good." So then that was when I got an appointment letter and all that. Yeah. So So then
one of the difficult things to do as we go is to write myself.
It's very difficult for me, and you find yourself asking questions, asking other people questions,
but then it becomes tough for you to do it yourself.
So that's basically how I returned to
radio.
Radio.
So for you, it's not something you really wanted to do. I mean, after IBM and the internship, you were like,
I wasn't sure I wanted to do it. I wasn't sure.
Going to tell us the days at Capital Radio. So it means Capital Radio was more like the very first step.
Yeah, the very commercial. Radio. Yes, the very first step. Capital Radio was amazing. So I was doing the news. I was in the newsroom. I was doing the 6 a.m. news, and then we do newspaper review, and we could for
the morning show.
Yes, and the team and all that. and then later on I was doing the midday news. Yeah.
Eventually going into the evening.
Yeah, a couple of times, and then I was doing the afternoon, the health show on Sundays. Yes. It was Capital Radio was really fun. Yourself, Patricia Bonsu, Atapoku.
Yes. The sportsman.
Yes. It was Capital was amazing. It was an amazing family.
Okay. And all of a sudden, you decided to move from Capital Radio, and then you joined KFM.
Yeah.
Where you now took on a whole breakfast show.
Yeah.
How was the challenge? I mean, moving from doing a regular, maybe 30 minutes news, and then taking on a whole breakfast show where you would have to sit back and host all the big people.
Yeah.
And question them, put the questions to them. How was it?
Especially when KFM was entertainment, so it was an entertainment morning show. It was interesting. Like for me, I believe that each time it's good to challenge yourself and just to try to move from where because we all get comfortable at a point. Yes. So that was why I said, okay, let me just move, and then I went and
was it that the money was huge? That's why I decided to.
Not necessarily.
Okay.
It wasn't very different.
From what you were taking
from what I was receiving at Capital, but I felt it was exciting. Yeah, and also, KFM, they were affiliates with City FM. Yeah, and then going to work there, because I was also in charge of the newsroom, it meant I would have to be doing stories for them. So that also influenced me, because I know that once I'm able to do that, I can grow in reportage, not just here, but also reporting for a station at the national capital. Although they had a correspondence, but because of the affiliation, you get to
work on things for them.
Yes. So that was also part of it. But
so
it was
how many years did you spend at Capital?
Capital, was it 2? Yeah,
2
I
years.
think it was 2 years or a year and a half. Yeah.
And then you moved to KFM.
And then KFM was quite short.
Quite short.
Yes, it was quite short.
Like how many months? Or like a year?
Randomly, yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't, yeah.
And then from Kumasi, you decided to move straight to Accra. You wanted to broaden your horizon. Is that it? But
of course, yeah, I wanted to go to Accra.
So you how about this thing of moving to Accra? Is it because people have said that, if you really want to do it, you need to move to Accra, or the fact that, no, I've had an opportunity, so I want to move?
It's not about really wanting to do something and then you feel that, okay, this is where I can do it. I think everything is about growth. Personally, I always would want to do a personal assessment and know that, okay, am I growing in this space or not?
Yeah.
If I am not growing, then there's something I'm not doing. Is there something I can still do within this space and grow?
Yeah.
If not, then I need a change. I need to move. So Accra, it was a crazy idea. It was risky.
I can imagine that.
Because I don't have family in Accra. And I've lived in Kumasi all my life.
Yeah, so moving in was
even
more like
moving
a new
around
territory.
is difficult for me because I don't know where to go to pick which car and all that. So it was difficult. But then I still wanted to go.
Okay.
Yeah, I still wanted to go. So
you had that zeal, that passion, and I need to excel. So I'll move.
So I just started asking around, looking for a job, and at that time it was Power FM. I saw them on Facebook. I noticed that it was a news station. They were doing English and all that, with Christopher Poku, and then Sami Dako and the guys. So I just said, oh, Charlie, I need to go to. I can try the station.
So for you, it wasn't like you had been poached, but then
I just
had
moved.
to move.
Yeah, I just moved.
And that was risky. Imagine you had moved to Accra and there was no opportunity at the moment. And weren't you scared? Because especially you being a woman, how people want to take advantage of, and you're beautiful, you're intelligent and all that. Weren't you scared that people may want to take advantage of you?
Well, so I wanted to make sure that at least I have a job, at least I have a contract. Yeah. So when I made up my mind to go, then I started speaking to a friend of mine, Amprachum. He was at Love FM at that time. And then he said, oh, he knows somebody there, so I can talk to the person. So I sent my demo via mail.
Okay.
Yes.
So you actually sent a demo?
Yes, I sent a demo.
Wow.
Yeah. I usually edit the news I read, like from Capital, and I keep them in my mail.
Yeah.
So there are people I know. If I get to know, let's say, a manager or something, if I get your mail, then I'll be flooding it with demos. So I just sent my demo, and they said, "Oh, you're good." So I went to Accra, I think on a Friday or so for a meeting, and then everything was agreed. So then I had to move.
Which year are we talking about here?
That was 2014.
2014. Okay.
Yes, that was 2014. Early 2014. Yeah. So when I moved, after a week, then I got to know that that station has been sold.
Whoops.
Yes.
Imagine moving from a comfortable zone to a place unknown, and then you're told the place has been sold.
Yeah,
now.
So I could hear people talking about it, and I was unsure, like, what have I done? So
your future was bleak.
At that time,
imagine.
I was beginning to question my decision because
I can just imagine, like I said, it meant that you were going to have new bosses who could decide and say, yes, these people signed you, but
they may not necessarily hire me. Yeah, but then I heard that, it's not like they are going to sack people. They will just interview us and all that if they know that you are capable and all that.
You just get to employ you.
Yeah, so that was it. And then those processes began. That's for Star FM, current Star FM now. Yeah,
okay, so it was Power, and then it was sold, changed to Star FM.
Yeah, under Bolare. So, yeah, I went to meet Bolare at his office at the Empire office, where the Empire office used to be. Yeah, and then I was very nervous. Of course,
I'm pretty sure you had heard the name Bolare.
I was and that was the first time I was actually meeting him. So I was nervous. So you're meeting somebody for the first time, and you're more like going to interview for a job.
Yeah.
So but
shaky.
Yeah, by God's grace, one way or the other, he hired me. So, and then we started Star FM. So that's just
let's look at Star FM. You started in Star FM. I remember there were huge billboards. There were brands all over, buses and all that. Abena Owusu Nyamekye all over the bar. I'm like, that's my girl. I mean, I felt proud in as much as we all do the same business. I was like, no, I'm happy for her. And then I saw all the billboards and like, how did it feel? Because you had moved from a stage where, yes, people appreciated what you do, but then to a stage where I have your pictures flooded all over the place. How did it feel?
Well, it felt great and at the same time challenging, because then there were people asking, but who is this girl that
More like a new face.
Yeah, people didn't know me. Yeah, so who is this Kumasi girl that you people are, that kind of thing. So it was a call for me that when the real job begins, you need to prove that you are worth it and all that. So that it was just that.
Let's look at the very first show you did on Star FM. Was it the news?
Yes, it was the first day Star FM started operations. So Pakwesi did the 6 a.m. and the plan was to do a 7 a.m. news. So I did that. It was okay. It was normal. We've been reading news since.
Yeah, I know. But were you not turns, especially looking at the fact that the buzz was out there.
Kafui Day was in the seat, so you can imagine. But I think it was okay. It was okay. Yeah. I was tense.
You were tense, but then you made sure you delivered.
Yeah.
Because I know people were really paying attention to find out who that girl is and if she could really deliver. Yeah. So first day, you killed it.
Yeah, it was the news.
When you walked out of the studio, how did you feel? Like
I was happy that
you were able to deliver.
I was happy that the people weren't disappointed. Like you could see people and know, okay, they
made the right choice.
That kind of thing. So that's what excited me.
And it went on from radio, and then before you realized you were on GH1. I mean, when EIB bought GH1, and then we saw you on our screens as well. Radio to TV.
Yeah.
What was the difference? What was the feeling like within that time?
Okay, so it was, for me, growing up, there are things you want to do, and then we're all watching GTV, and I want to read news when I grow up. But at a point, I didn't think I would be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, because then they say, there's no TV station in Kumasi. So you have to start with radio. And that's one thing my friend used to tell me. Like, you have to start with radio.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I don't have a problem. So going on TV, it's like now I'm working on my facial expressions.
Yeah.
It's about how I look and not just how I sound.
You sound, yeah.
Because I always say that for radio, even if I'm deep asleep and then you wake me to read the news, like I'll just
but on TV you need to look presentable, you need to look good.
And you need to carry the right expressions. So when GH1 started, Nanaba was doing State of Affairs. Yeah, and then the plan was to do news eventually. Yeah. So there was an audition.
Oh, okay, for the TV.
Yes, there was an audition. I went for an audition at GH1.
Wow.
Yes, there was an audition. And there were outsiders also came. But I said the fact that I work at EIB doesn't mean I should just sit for somebody to come in. So I went for the audition. Yeah, so it was a holiday, and then Anaba said I should come do it. Yeah, so that's how it all started. After the audition, and then I hosted it. It was the AU Day. Yeah, I think it was in 2015. I'm sure. Yeah, and then so that's how it all started. Yeah, and so each time she wasn't around, I was hosting it, and yeah.
And I think that's been a very impressive journey. I should congratulate you on that, because
thank you.
I know there are so many people who perhaps yearn to be in that sport, but then you took over and then you made sure you deliver. And that's what the world celebrates you for. I know there are moments people mention you on social media and say, oh, she's looking beautiful. Do you feel somehow when all the tags are coming in and people are saying, Abena, I can't sleep, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. How do you, I know people bug you, like,
Yeah.
I know. Like,
so somebody has been sending me messages on my Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
And then he sent it for a very long time. I want to date you and all. I said, I'm not interested. So either you change your line of conversation or I block you.
Oh.
And the next time this person sends me a message, there's this picture moving around with plantain, the ripe one and the spoiled one. So he sent me that saying, you will not always be fresh. Yeah. So be humble.
And I think that's quite disrespectful.
So that's how the extent to which people go when they. But I don't really enjoy you were looking pretty today. Oh, your dress. As much as all that matters, I want people to watch and then say, I think you could have asked that question better. Okay. I think your poses were not right. Yeah, I think that is what will help me grow.
Yeah.
And growth is important. As for the looking good and all that, there are very beautiful people around. They are not necessarily on TV. In as much as the compliment is great, but
you would appreciate if it has to do more with your work.
With the work.
But then you can't run away from them. Like you said, it would obviously come in.
And sometimes you blush too, of course. If you hear people say, oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
like you're looking right now. You're looking very beautiful. I mean,
please.
Oh, come on.
Please.
Don't let us go there. Don't let us dirty
fine.
ourselves, please. I'm trying to be very, 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 very professional all this while. Do not let me dirty myself. Are we good with that? Should we keep it as professional as we've been?
Are you sure you're being professional?
Hi guys, am I not being very professional? Like, I just don't want us to go into the gutters. But then, of course, let's move into, aside, radio, TV. You have a personal life, like, I think that's why she doesn't want us to go into. But then, hey, you have your private life, you have your personal life, off radio, off TV. I'm sure maybe there are times you want to hang out and all that. How do you spend your times off TV or off radio?
Okay, so I'm not a really out person. Now I'm trying. I'm trying very hard to hang out more. Okay. But I'd rather stay home and then cook and then I'll eat.
Oh, so you love to cook?
And sleep. Yes. As for that one
day,
I'll
share a lot of pictures.
Yes,
I mean, why do you terrorize us like that on social media?
Just, just as you wear a nice dress and then you post it on social media, I believe that
the same way with your cooking.
Let's just share
Are you
food.
just trying to advertise and let the Pepper Them Ministries know that you know how to cook and that you will cook for your guy?
Me, I'll always cook.
You love cooking?
I love to cook. I'll cook for whoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it means from here, you're going to have,
What?
You're going to cook for me, would you?
No, I'm not cooking for... Are you my boyfriend? You're not my boyfriend.
Oh, you said you cook for whoever, so...
Whoever is in
but
my
I
life.
could
Are
be
you
your
in my
boyfriend.
life? No, you're not.
Okay.
You're not my boyfriend.
In your life?
Yes. You're not in my life. Are you in my life?
I'm not in your life.
Yes.
Can we please be professional? Let's go. So actually, you love to cook. You would want to stay at home more often.
Yeah,
But now you're
then
trying
watch
to...
movies, yeah.
You're now trying to move out. Are you dating already? Or?
Yes, I am.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Congratulations. So when are we coming for the wedding?
Which wedding?
But you said dating. Obviously, that's what we are looking forward to. Like, myself, for
that's
instance.
what you are looking forward to.
Let me break into this.
Okay.
There's been an outcry on social media on several occasions when I post an image of myself and you, or I post an image of you and say happy birthday to my sweetheart or something, and people come out and like, hey, you too. I would want you to clarify that today. Tell them. I know
Tell them you jilted me.
Like, seriously? Guys, don't mind it. That's how cool we are. Like,
you jilted me. You broke my heart.
When was that? A heart can never be broken. Like,
years ago.
Really?
Years ago.
Really?
You
almost cried.
Just sip a drink.
Okay, so guys, Abena Owusu Nyamekye has always been a day one sweetheart. Like, I love her for everything she does. She's a beautiful person, so and all that. So whatever it is you see on social media, I know the fiancé.
Are you sure? Disclaimer.
That's
the disclaimer.
I just want people to know that that's how far we can go.
Oh, like, okay.
I know Giovanni, Cypress, and all those people. Clef,
Amanda.
KMJ, them's all do think that okay, maybe there's something going on, but deep within, like, that's how cool we are, and that's how special she is. Tell us, we recently read reports that you resigned from EIB Network. How true is that?
Well, yeah, I resigned.
You resigned. I mean, what made you resign? Was it personal, or maybe you just felt like, just like you've always wanted to get a new territory where you would try something new? What led to the resignation?
Yeah, I think I felt it was that time. Yeah.
For you to move on.
Yeah, I felt it was time. So
in moving on,
it was difficult, but I had to.
I know. Parting ways with people you've worked with for how many years at EIB?
This year would have been 4.
4 years.
I began with Star FM, so EIB and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, where should we be looking forward to seeing Abena in the next few months, or next few weeks? Like, are we still going to do radio? Are we going to be on TV? Are we heading into something different? I know a lot of media people want to head into HR and PR work and all that. Is that something you're thinking of, or what should we be expecting from Abena in the next few?
I think I'll still be in the media, but let's see.
If you say let's see, what exactly are you talking about? Well, I've had glimpses. I mean, I've had info and all that you're heading
so
to
many
particular
places.
That you're heading to a particular
the things
channel.
I've heard about myself within this
they amaze you.
Last a few weeks that it came out that I was resigning. You have no idea.
So you hear things that shock you yourself.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah.
Like what?
Let's drop them.
Why should we drop them? I mean, we need to know. There are so many people who sit out there and just appreciate you. I know my producer, for instance, Marican's like, anytime I talk about you, or maybe I post a picture, it's like, oh, my wife. Like, there are people who really appreciate you and want to know what you are going to do next.
They should just keep praying for me. Prayer is important. Keep supporting, and let's see in the coming weeks. Right now I'm in Kumasi. I'm not even in Accra. So how do I decide where I'm going?
Guys, you're still watching BTM Afrika, and I told you my guest is ever beautiful, always smiling. That's Abena Owusu Nyamekye. And then she said she's not always smiling. Tell us, what are your down moments? What gets you off? Like, it just breaks you, makes you go off. Is there anything like that? I know when you are disrespected, it makes you feel, but aside that, anything else?
Yeah. I think it's generally around that. You know, when people do not respect you, when you are underestimated, like there are limitations put on you. It's, for me, it doesn't ensure growth. Like it affects, because then I'll feel okay, it's just about you and there's nothing about me. I don't see a me in the equation. Yeah. I'm just me, and it's a personal promise, like to stick to things that make me happy.
Okay, so you don't want any negative energy around you.
No. So there are people, for instance, if you do something, let's say you, based on our relationship, I'll tell you, because I've known you for a very long time, and I know that you will just come around, you'll apologize. But if you're somebody that I feel I'll just move away.
Okay.
I'll not have anything against it. I'll just recoil, and I'll just.
That's quite a way to deal with issues. But let's look at. We've heard all the beautiful stuff, all how it started, the journey, and all that. You want to share with us? I mean, some of the other moments that typically people wouldn't hear. You know, some of the things that would inspire others to want to move on and actually achieve what they want to achieve in life. Is there anything you want to share with us? Either family, either friends, maybe a friend who disappointed you somehow.
Oh, as for the
I know you wouldn't talk
disappointments,
about me because I never disappointed you. I've always loved you.
You jilted me.
Please.
Yes, it was Christmas. It was Christmas. You jilted me.
You remember our movie date? We once went to watch a movie, remember?
Yeah, it was
it was a nice experience, right?
Yeah.
You want us to do that again?
No.
Okay, so yes, tell us that that thing that
I think that things happen. For me, I'm emotional.
Okay.
And something will happen. Oh, you are being too emotional. No, that's who I am. It's how you feel about it. It's not my problem. But that's who I am. So I do things to protect who I am, to keep that aura of happiness and excitement. Because I know how I get if I'm all emotional and I'm sad and everything. Yeah. So yeah, things happen. But I think you should just know your purpose. And then surround yourself with people who genuinely are for you. Because there are people who are around you because of what they can make of you, or what they can use you for.
Yeah. That's something I was about to go to, because obviously people will come closer to you. Like when you said you were in a relationship, because I wanted to find out how tough it was actually settling on somebody, because people want to come around you because they see you on TV, because they feel you are beautiful, you are intelligent, and all the things they can make of you, But it's good that finally you've settled on somebody who we are all proud of. Can I go ahead and say hi to him?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But anything you want to share with us, I mean, with our viewers, anything you want to motivate them with, because people look at you a lot and they want to be like you. I remember when you came to the office today, you saw how everybody was kind of appreciative and proud of you and all that. So something you want to tell all our viewers from around the world, Abena Owusu Nyamekye, in just a minute or something.
I've come to understand that there's nothing you can do without God. I always say that if I had been committed to God earlier, my life would have been better off. So I just want to say that if you're a believer, take God seriously. Even if you are not, take Him seriously, because everything you want to achieve, whether you want to be a radio or TV presenter, whether you want to be an actor or an actress, or a doctor, any career, anything that you want to do, just keep God first and pray to Him, because He's the one who will bring all the helpers, the good people into your life. So just stick to God and be true to Him. Everything will work out.
All right, guys. So it's been an amazing interview. It's been very breathtaking. She's told you all about her. Maybe you just see her on screens and you keep inboxing her saying, Abena, I love you. I love what you are doing on TV. You've gone back. You get to see who she is, what she does off screens, and how she lives her life. and it's been amazing. I mean, I just loved every bit of it, apart from the fact that she's troublesome. Just as always, yes, you've always been troublesome, haven't you? When is that? When is the wedding actually?
Whose wedding? I get
but then you
married.
told
Are
me.
we attending a wedding? Oh, give me the date. I have a dress.
I mean,
Give me the date.
will you marry me?
No.
You won't?
No.
Okay, so 1st February. I mean, we are getting
1st
married.
February.
Yes, next year. 1st February next year, we are getting married. But guys, thank you very much for watching BTM Africa. We are so proud of her, and we will continue to celebrate her everywhere she goes, whether she goes to City or she goes to TV Africa or to TV3.
All new TV Africa.
All new TV Africa.
Yes.
Okay, so wherever she goes to, we'll be following her, just like Sarah. You know. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to log on to nydjlive.com, and of course subscribe to this channel so that you can have all the amazing interviews we have. Have a great day. Stay safe, as I always say, and remember to share this video. Thank you for watching.